There Volkihar stood, or rather sat. Its old cobblestones were a pale and sickly gray, covered in snow and dead vines. The bridge leading to the gate beheld 6 statues of horrifying gargoyles, 3 on each side, each statue showing the horridly disfigured faces of the ancient mythical beings. At the end of the bridge stood the black gate, guarding the threshold of the great and terrible black door, though now the gate was up and no longer locked into place. As the brave guard approached the door, he could see ancient carvings had been etched into the door's surface long ago. But what was most alarming was what the terrified guard had mentioned before. Both braziers near the door were now blazing with a pale fire. The light danced off the blackened stone and made the black door seem even more menacing. The guard looked behind him and thought what would happen if he had turned back and sailed back across the lake. Summoning his courage, he pushed the door slowly. The hinges gave way with a low and menacing shriek. As he stepped inside, a foul stench caught him. He shut the door behind him, and all was silent. He could neither hear the wind outside, nor anything but the open ambience of a hall. It was almost pitch dark. The only thing lighting the hall was a torch further down the way. The guard continued down the hall with his hand firmly on the hilt of his sword. As he continued inwards, he only caught the foul stench of decay and death. What he found next, or I should say, what found him, caught him by surprise. As he continued down the hall, he heard a shuffling noise behind him. Turning around, he almost yelled in terror. Down the hall, he saw a pair of menacing, glowing red eyes. They shone in the dark like an evil essence pouring out of oblivion itself. The guard unsheathed his sword, and the eyes seemed not to walk, but float in a zigzag manner toward the guard. The guard stepped back. The silence was then broken by a sinister laugh, and the guard noticed now there were 2 more pairs of eyes purging the darkness. Suddenly, a fair, confident, and powerful voice met the guard's ears.
Now you are prey.
It spoke. The torch dropped to the floor, and the guard was no more.